Like this, not very good, eh? Okay, so I thought I'd do a quick video. Zineah watches a lot of YouTube, and as anyone knows, a lot of the YouTubers have these things called challenges, like a was it Brent?
Brent.
She's wearing my old sunglasses.
It's not real.
The lenses are out though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it Ben, Lexi's boyfriend?
Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ben had this challenge where he handcuffed himself to Lexi and Brent for 24 hours. So obviously, we can't do things like that. We have lives to get on with and
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
We don't have handcuffs.
And we don't have handcuffs. Okay.
Oh, and when Ben, Lexi Hensler did that handcuff with Ben, Lexi Hensler had a handcuff necklace.
Yeah. So, okay. So, what I do with Zineah, to incentivize her, I'm not going to lie, she's 8 years old, but I do have a few issues. When I say a few, I mean a lot. A few issues with her wearing, as many parents do, wearing socks, wearing shoes. I think I was like that still up until the day she was born. Like, I just wouldn't wear socks or shoes. I just walk around barefoot no matter the day or the year or whatever. And the other challenge I have with her is she's obviously getting older, so she starts to smell a bit, you know. So that's the other challenge I have, is with her not wanting to wear underarm, or sort of like forgetting about it. I mean, she's only had the underarm, I think, since the beginning of this year or end of last year. So obviously not a big deal, but you know, sort of trying to get into the habit of doing these things. The other thing is also her not brushing her teeth, you know. And it's just a simple thing of, I think it's just a simple thing of, we're at home, so it's sort of like, why bother? But yeah, obviously when she was going to school every day and all of that, that was different. But now that we are home, I found that, and I mean, we've been home since March, and we've been to the dentist once. So I have found that getting her to brush her teeth is also becoming a bit of a challenge. And then the other thing was biting her nails. I think I used to bite my nails, or anyway, not important. Basically, just trying to sort of get her out of the bad habits that she has formed, and just trying to get her into better habits for herself in the long term. Okay, so because obviously I don't have a lot of money and all of that, we've done this once before where we've actually done a challenge. Okay, so I'm just going to give you sort of, this is Zineah's list of things that she's sort of allowed in a day, or I want her to at least adhere to, or try and get to a day. So it's definitely 1 fruit a day, 1 glass of water a day, which is a bare minimum. When she was at school, she'd obviously drink a bottle of water a day, but there were days when she'd actually come home with a full bottle. So I try and get her to at least have 1 glass of water a day as a bare minimum, like I said. And then she is allowed 1 glass, or at least half a glass of juice or gas drink in the day. It all depends. Number 1, if we have those things in the house, and number 2, time of day, you know. And then she's allowed either 1 fizz a day, or 2 sweets a day, or half a chocolate, and then a bowl of chips as well. But like I said, or some popcorn. Like I said, it all comes down to what do we have in the house, what time of day it is. Like what the time right now, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to post this a bit later, but it's 8 o'clock in the evening. And right now she's about to, at 8:30 she goes to sleep. So right now I'll peel her an apple, and then I'll cut it for her and I'll give it to her. And that's sort of her snack for the night. Or she'll have a cup of tea with, really? Seriously?
Sorry.
Or she'll have a cup of tea with some bread, or like 2 biscuits or something. All depends, okay? And then also on the note on here, it says half a cup of tea or half a cup of coffee a day. And I know people can be like, you shouldn't give your 8-year-old coffee, blah, blah. You know, you do you. Let me, clearly I'm not parenting the right way, seeing as my child has so many issues, but you do you, okay? She's fine the way she is. The minute, anyway, not going to go into this. So, like I said, we do challenges. We've done this before. We've done a challenge of her not biting her nails. It worked out well. Her nails grew quite long. Mine did as well. And because I nibble, my nails are not that long. But when they get longer, honestly, I'm very disgusting. I use my teeth to clean the inside of my nails. So, I've currently got a July, August, and a September challenge. Okay, so our July challenge is no biting. Actually, literally no biting of parts of your body. So like toenails, nails, like any part of your body. And the prize is 150 Rand toy. So far she's on day number 2, which is quite good. Like I said, number 5, the prize is 150 Rand toy. So when we go shopping on Sunday, I'll most likely buy the toy, because I'm not going to go out again after that. Okay, and then sort of to incentivize her a bit more. Obviously there's only 10 days left of July, so from counting from tomorrow to the end of July, there's only 10 days left. So for every 10 days, this is in adjacentness in God, whatever. This is what the other challenge. So this is for every day that she puts on underarm, and for every day that she brushes her teeth, she gets an extra 5. She gets a 5 and added to that 150 rand. And like I said, it's just to incentivize her to form healthier habits. And I know money is not the way to incentivize a child, but I think she's at that. I feel that she's at that age where right now I can get away with, what have I done here? Right now where I can get away with small prizes and things like that. And eventually it will, once she's sort of formed a love for other things like maybe manicures or pedicures or going to the hairdresser or going to watch a movie or whatever it is that she forms a love for later on in her life, then I will incentivize in that way. And if it's incentivizing her with a sleepover with her friends, then that's what I will do. If it's incentivizing her by you know, saying to, okay, I'm gonna go buy you a pair of shoes, or I don't know. I mean, I know my it shouldn't all be focused on money, but in turn of trying to teach her to form healthier habits, I need to incentivize her. It's the same situation like with chores. She gets paid for her chores. She gets paid. She gets incentivized for this, and I mean, I often feel that I just give, and I'm not sort of teaching her anything. And if this is one way I can try and incorporate teaching her something, then I'm going to do it. And the other thing that, do you need paper? Lizzie, do you need paper? Okay. And the other thing that I can, if I can, that I can try and do is, as she gets older, take her to orphanages, take her to old age homes, where kids aren't as lucky as her, so that she can go in, she can learn, and she's sort of quite into ministering to people. So maybe that's also something that she can, like I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I often say this and people say I shouldn't say this, but she's 8 years old, and I honestly feel like I'm not the greatest mother. I know many mothers feel like that, but I honestly feel like I could be doing, like I'm currently, if being a mother was a 10 out of 10, I'm currently operating at like a 3, you know. So I'm just trying to do things that fits into my budget, that fits into my lifestyle, that fits for me. So this system might not work for you. The system might work for you, but I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in Zineah that the system will work. I have a lot of faith in myself. No, I don't. I have like a minimal amount of faith in myself that I'll keep this, because I'm also quite like, oh, one day I'll be like, nah, whatever. So the is it the onus? I think it's the onus lies with me to stick with this, so that it teaches her also. Like I fail a lot in that respect. Like I'll start something and then I'll just like dwindle off, and it's just because like I don't know. So I am trying to be a better person, trying to be a better mother and a better role model to her, so that when she does grow up more than what she is right now and goes out into the world, they are, she can be a helpful, a resourceful, a forgiving, an inspiring role model to kids out there. I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of what she's achieved so far in her life. I know she's only 8 years old, but I'm extremely proud of her, and I'm also extremely blessed that I get to be her mom, and that we have this sort of weird, stubborn bond where we're constantly fighting, but at the end of the day, cuddles are life. Like I said, the system might not work for you, but I have faith in her that she'll do her best, and she has so far. And like I said, I'm currently, if motherhood or parenting was a 10 out of 10, I honestly feel that at most times I am operating at a 2 or 3, because I just don't have a lot of what I'd expect of a mother. So I just try and do better every day. I try and be different than the day I was before. Try and incorporate kindness and respect into everything that I do, and I try and teach you the same. So yeah, to everyone that has watched this video, thank you so much, and have a great evening.